How's it going, guys? Today we're going to talk about my experience on the carnivore diet as a 6 foot 80 kilo 25-year-old who just wanted to get more energy and focus to work on his business. I was so easily convinced to try the carnivore diet after watching a bunch of videos that said that I would get increased focus and energy and less brain fog. And I was like, man, it's going to be an expensive diet, but if those are the results, then it's going to be a huge return on investment, because if I can work more and get more done and be more productive throughout the day, I'll make that money back easily. So jumping straight into it, the day that I found that out, I'm like, screw it, we're not waiting. Bam, only meat, salt, and water. So I wanted to do 90 days. That was the recommended amount of time by Dr. Anthony Shafee, who was my main source of information for this diet. But unfortunately, I did not complete the 90 days because I did not get the results that I wanted. But that's not to say that it doesn't work. I'm just saying it didn't work for me. Could have heaps of other factors. I know I did the diet right. I did it with red meat, high fat, lots of salt. Didn't cook with any oils. I just used ghee and didn't have caffeine. I literally just super strict. I wanted results, so I wasn't going to muck around and have seed oils and sauce or coffee or anything. I just had the strict diet. I was using carnivore-friendly supplements. Shout out to Sai Hill for recommending me this Primal Graze, which uses organs to get the vitamins that you need. I also had a carnivore-friendly protein powder after the gym for more organ nutrients. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure I did it right. I was getting okay sleep, probably not the best, but I've never been able to sleep 8 hours, so getting 6 to 7 hours sleep was my trend. Sorry, my camera just went flat, so we've just switched to another one. But throughout this journey, I tracked my concentration levels on a spreadsheet for my work days, my 9 to 5. I also tracked how much money I spent, and I also tracked my body weight. And in this video, we're going to go through all of it. Starting with the most important thing, the concentration levels. This was how I tracked my concentration levels at work. We've got the date, we've got the time, 9 a.m. till 4 p.m, and that includes the hour after, because obviously I do 9 to 5. And then I've got another table here that what day of carnivore it was. So I started doing this 21 days in. Also had no caffeine, and then I started having caffeine again around here. Hours of sleep that day, phone usage. So I feel like whether I was using my phone or not that day, I had my energy levels affected too. But it could also just be when I'm not feeling it, I open up my phone and get distracted. Socializing too, I included that. If I was being social that day, I feel like that can affect my energy levels. Breakfast that morning, lunch that day, and then dinner the night before. And then also I started taking ADHD medication towards the end of this journey, which may have had a lot of results. So we're including that. But anyway, 21 days in, we started recording how I was feeling. We got not good here, stomach ache, dead. I've put some notes here of how I was feeling. This is some pretty dark stuff, so I'm not suicidal or anything, but this is literally just how I was feeling at the time. And we're going to read through this. So this is 3 weeks into the carnivore diet. Nothing feels worth it. Gym, my business, maybe a coffee would be worth it. Actually, now that I'm remembering the taste of coffee, I'm feeling a bit better. Maybe I should live for coffee. Sleep is overrated. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Maybe I am feeling the withdrawals from doom scrolling because that's what I feel like doing. Just a few hits of dopamine. I must remain on the grind. Don't fall suspect to the masses. So at this point, I'm thinking, well, I'm feeling very low. I'm like 1 out of 10 in mood and concentration. And when I'm this low, this is how I feel. I just want to open up my phone and doom scroll, but I'm resisting the urges. So next day, we got like some 5 out of 10, 7 out of 10. So I'm doing a bit of work. It's okay, not the best. Then I got distracted at lunchtime. I played some chess and got my heart pumping a bit because, chess gets me pretty excited sometimes. And then after that, I got distracted. I was talking to ChatGPT about diet and weight, and then I started crashing a bit. Distracted, not feeling good. Bit of looking out the window. This one, I remember actually this one specifically, I was trying to read some instructions and learn about some hardware, and I was brain dead. Like, this is how I feel when I'm brain dead. I read something and nothing comes in. So the diet did not help with that. Wanting to sleep, cleaning up desks, I'm pretty much procrastinating. Yep, set it there, 0 out of 10. Don't want this job anymore, I don't even want to go home, I don't want to do anything. And then I just started bringing coffee into it again because I miss coffee. No issues there, just started randomly working again. Getting depressed. Blah, blah, blah. 3 out of 10. This one apparently I recorded a video that I feel exhausted. Okay, so on the 11th, on day 39, I recorded a video of how I was feeling. So let's bring that up right now. Let's see what I was on about.
I swear this could be the no carbs again, but it's 10:48 in the morning and I just feel like I need to lie down. I got enough sleep last night, I had a big day yesterday, whatever, but it's got to be the diet. It's just not working. I just feel like dead for no reason. I can't be fucked. I cannot be fucked. I need to sort of work this out. I need coffee, but I'm not drinking coffee.
Yeah, so I missed coffee a lot doing this diet, and I did add it in on the last few days, and distracted. Okay, so I started adding on day 44. I added in coffee again. Probably like between these 2 days, I had some coffee, and I shot up a lot here. So I went to 8 out of 10s and 9 out of 10s for focus. I put some notes here too. Okay, this feels kind of crazy. I'm just go today. I feel like my old self again. I'm still skeptical. It's because I made a lot of calls this morning. I should make a routine of follow-ups every morning. That would be fun. So this day I made a lot of follow-up calls to customers, and I feel like it had a good start to the day. Time was flying. Like, see, time travel, question mark. I'm proud of myself today and look forward to life as someone who does uncomfortable things, because I call people. So I basically went out of my comfort zone that day, and it set me up for the rest of the day, which was really good. So I had a good day there. Next day I was just on the road. I got some 3 out of 10. Haven't felt like crap. Haven't felt like shit, but overwhelmed by amount of work and spent time on phone. So basically when I get a lot of work thrown at me, I get overwhelmed and I end up opening my phone to random things like emails and stuff. Went back down to normal. Got some 5 out of 10s here. This is on the medication too though. And then on the 23rd, I just had an amazing focus day. But I had a lot of coffee as well. So, but for most of it, I didn't get results, and it's been a few days since then, and I haven't been getting that every day. So that's my concentration levels. Let's go through some video updates of how I've been feeling. Alright, so I'm doing the carnivore diet starting today. I had lunch. I'm including dairy, because I had cheese, I had prosciutto, I had sardines, and I had salami. It contains dairy. I don't know if that's allowed, but I did it today. I don't feel that great. I don't think I slept that much last night, but I'm also dialing in on sleep and, everything else is pretty much the same. I'm either going to have motivation to do stuff or I'm not. I'm not making that a factor. If eating meat motivates me to exercise more, then so be it. That's a benefit of the carnivore diet. Even if it's just
to try and see results. It's still mental,
So-
but it still works.
So in this clip, I was very mindful that going into this habit of eating only meat would be a grand gesture and affect all my other habits by making me mindful that because I've changed my diet, I can't stop exercising or sleeping properly, and I locked in on all my other habits so that it wouldn't affect the results. And in doing that, I might actually affect the results because I was more specific and more concentrated on completing the other habits, that in and of itself might give positive results. Next video is me going for a run. And this is what I said about my run.
On my run, I feel cold on the surface of my skin, but not on the inside. Hard to explain.
I remember this, so don't know if this has anything to do with being on the carnivore diet, but I remember it was really cold that morning and I went for the run, but the whole outside of my body felt freezing cold in like a burning way, but the inside of my body felt really warm, so it didn't bother me. Don't know anything about that, but anyway, next video.
Just got to work and I'm not excited for anything. Kind of makes me think I should just quit my job, but now that I'm on the carnivore diet, I don't think I can afford to do that. So taking it easy, looking at my finances and get my app going.
In this video, I was feeling really bad in the morning about going into work, like just feeling really down, very negative. I think this was probably a couple days into the carnivore diet. Just big crashes. This is probably from not having carbs anymore, and a bit of the transition. So the first 2 weeks, I believe, is supposed to be the main transition to ketosis, which is where your body stops using carbs and sugar as energy and starts using fat. So as you can see, I was feeling pretty down, pretty depressed, probably just not getting that much energy from my body. I hadn't adapted yet.
Just doing a quick update on the carnivore diet. Started on Monday. It's Friday now, so that's day 5. I did throw up this morning, but I think I ate way too much ribeye last night, so we're gonna not overeat. I'm not gonna have dinner tonight, and I'm just not hungry. I wasn't even hungry when I ate my second meal, so
Okay, so
thanks.
in this video, I pretty much said that I threw up in the morning. So this is probably part of the keto flu, which is another thing that you get when you go on the carnivore diet, when your body's adapting. So I was feeling sick and throwing up. This was the only day that happened though. This was day 5. So it didn't really bother me. I was still excited to keep going. So also, some of the days I only ate twice because I wasn't hungry. So going off a really high carb diet, I was eating 3 to 4 meals a day. But one thing I did notice of going to carnivore is that I wasn't hungry. So I reduced my meals on some of the days, but not all of them. It's not that common.
Steak and eggs in the late morning, and then I had steak and eggs again in the late afternoon. So pretty much yesterday I just ate steak and eggs, and then I've had an electrolyte drink this morning, and yesterday morning I had electrolytes, and I did a 5k run this morning. I did do actually better than what I normally run.
We can actually go through the results for that. So I started the carnivore diet on the 4th of the 8th. So I've done these are my runs since then. So before the carnivore diet, I was getting sub 25. So we're looking at, these are the few weeks leading up to carnivore. I was getting 22 over here, some 21s. So between 22 and 25 was my average. And then as soon as I went on the carnivore diet, I was getting, I got this morning, I got the morning of that video, sorry, I got just under 23 minutes. So I said that was good. But then I started doing 24s average. And then after almost a month of carnivore, I went back down and I started getting 22 in the 22-23 range, but I was keeping consistent, and when I consistently run every week, my time just gets better. So I wouldn't say Carnivore really affected my running times. I think it was just the consistency of running that affected it.
I don't think I felt better running. I feel like I was pretty exhausted. I just pushed myself to get a good time, and I did. But also I ran on Wednesday, which
There you
could
go.
have impacted it.
Midweek run.
I think I ran around the block in 30-something minutes, and then this morning 22 something on the track, I believe. Normally I get 23 something, so it's not even that big of a difference, but I'm definitely improving. I'm not getting worse from being on the carnivore diet. I went from 16% body fat down to 15, and this is according to my Withing scales, so it might not be super accurate, but that's what I'm going off. And my weight went from 82 and a bit down to 79.7.
So I lost 3 kilos in the first 2 to 3 kilos in the first 6 days. So that'll be all the carb and water weight. Because I think your carbs store your water. So next video.
Let's go. We're on day 7 of the carnivore diet. I feel like I've had carbs. I feel a bit carby. Like I'm just gonna go and lay down. I don't want to do YouTube videos.
So I said I was feeling carby, which means I didn't really feel any effects of the carnivore diet. I felt sluggish and brain foggy. So it wasn't really getting any results here either, but you know, we weren't worried. We're like, oh, we're still transitioning. Let's go to the next video.
Really quick update on my carnivore diet. We're on day 8. Still have brain fog. Completed a workout. Didn't have a lot of energy throughout it, but I did complete it, which is good. And diarrhea this morning.
Yep. That's another one. So ketosis, bit of diarrhea in the first few weeks. So yeah, no effects. I think the diarrhea was because I was eating a lot of fat as well. The days that I didn't have much fat, I didn't have diarrhea.
Carnivore diet, and I'll tell you, my arms are hurting. I don't know what, I've never experienced this before after a 5k run. Normally my legs are sore.
Okay, so this is the next week's run. I remember this. After the run, I did push myself really hard, and I had sore arms. So normally you have sore legs after you run, or normally I have sore legs after I run, but strangely I had sore arms. Again, I don't know if it was related to the carnivore diet, but I just thought I'd mention it on the video because it was very weird.
I don't know what, I've never experienced this before after a 5k run. Normally my legs are sore, but my arms are sore, and I'm telling you now, I was not running with my hands. So this could possibly mean that I'm taking energy out of my muscles, which would be very worrying.
So this is where I started to think that maybe I wasn't using fat as energy and I was using muscle because I didn't have much fat. I think I was probably 14% body fat at the point of this video. So I actually, I was losing a little bit of body fat at the start, but according to my scales, my goal was 10% body fat, but it wasn't really going down. I was losing weight, and it was saying that my lean muscle mass was going down and not my body fat. So that was a little bit of a worry as well.
I just want to say, I'm feeling really happy at the moment. I just had my steak shake. I just finished a good workout. Just driving home. Life is good.
So this is just basically after the gym. I've obviously had a good workout, and this is like runner's high, but you feel really good after a good workout, and I guess I just documented it here that I felt really good. Next video.
So it's day 19 of the carnivore diet.
We're on day 19 now.
And I don't feel how I want to be feeling yet, because I'm sitting in the gym car park. I rarely ever do this. I'm just so...
Showing that I don't have the energy that I wanted. I've just finished work, and I just go straight into the gym with my pre-workout, but I wasn't having pre-workout because it wasn't carnivore, and I'm just sitting in the car doing nothing, just feeling really sluggish. It's day 19, so I'm still going through ketosis or whatever, still transitioning. I wasn't doubting the carnivore diet at this point.
Still feeling hopeless in the afternoons. No energy, no motivation.
Well, basically, we're on day 21, and this is when I started doing the concentration table at work. I was, just feeling completely unmotivated, no energy, and just crashing in the afternoon. I was strict carnivore at this point still, so still no results after 21 days.
29 of the carnivore. It's 3:55 p.m. and I feel just as brain dead, such as crashed, unfocused as I normally would eating carbs. So far there's no benefits.
After 3 kilometers, I felt like I needed to take a crap, but it was almost like I had diarrhea. It was so hard to hold it in, so I had to stop running, and I walk and then started running a little bit, and then walk and then run to the toilet, the closest toilet, which was like a K away, and not shit myself. So that's carnivore side effect. I'm freaking almost 40 days in, so I don't know why I'm still getting this crap, but it could also be a sign that I'm still adjusting to it, which means I could still get the benefits that I'm looking for if I'm not getting them now.
So basically, I still had diarrhea 40 days in, and it made me think, maybe I'm still going through ketosis adaptation. So I was like, maybe that's why I haven't had energy levels yet. So this was a Saturday morning. I did my 5K run, feeling terrible. I had another fitness class. I was going to do Pilates that day. I definitely cancelled it and just went back to bed.
I feel like shit still. What's the point of living kind of vibes?
What the fuck is wrong with me? I've been sleeping, I've been eating, exercising, I'm still feel like shit. I'm missing something bad.
Yep, so there you go. I've been sleeping, I've been exercising, the carnivore diet. So pretty much that's it. Like the three big things that should make me feel good: diet, sleep, and exercise. And clearly I don't feel good at all. So this is one of the turning points where I'm like, I really think I should stop this. But I didn't. And I wouldn't have stopped doing it if it weren't for how expensive it was. And I need to start saving money. I'll explain that right now. Let's just watch the last video.
I wasn't going to freaking vlog and update myself on the carnivore diet. I was going to have an idea, but I just realized whenever I feel like I had a good day, I never remember to vlog it.
So basically I just said that some of the days that I was feeling okay, I'd forget to blog and update. So most of the updates have been negative because when I am feeling negative, I think I should record a video and say how negative I feel, which kind of makes it seem like the whole time I was on carnivore, I was feeling terrible, but that's not true. It's just that there's days that I wasn't feeling terrible and I also wasn't feeling amazing. I wasn't blogging it. So that's a good point to make. Also, at this point in time, I started taking ADHD medication, which might have been the solution I actually needed to feel better and increase my focus.
Amphetamine and fish oil.
Also, shout out to Anthony. He got me to start taking fish oil supplements as well. So I think it was like 40 days in, I started taking a bunch of those with my meals. There's no way I'm talking about some relevant stuff.
Tomorrow, like a fuck off huge day. I've got lunch and panic. I don't know why. Not what time I'm gonna get up. So I got up at 6. Life happens.
29. 3:30. I got nothing left. Carnivore is not working. I should just be freaking eating carbs. I just don't feel like doing anything. So clearly, I didn't get any benefits, energy, brain fog, and focus-wise. So we can rule that as one of the reasons I'm stopping. But the main reason was finances. I wasn't making more money on this diet. I wasn't working harder. And these are my expenses. So these are all my expenses on the carnivore diet. I've got meat. I included the carnivore vitamins and the carnivore protein powder. That includes shipping. I'd subscribed to Steak and Butter Gals thing for a month to get in the community. I included that. Shouldn't have done that though, to be honest. It wasn't that changing. I'm not saying it was terrible, but I didn't find it useful for myself. So that was just money down the drain for me. But, you know, keep an open mind. You know, you can try things. That was like the whole point of this diet. Have an open mind and try different things. So try joining a subscription course thing. Costco, a lot of Costco meat, butcher, it's probably liver. Eating out, I did include eating out because sometimes I was just like in the city and I needed food, or I didn't have lunch and I was out on the road for work. So we got some barbecue places. I included electrolytes. Any money that was given to me by my mum to help pay for meat because we shared it with the family, I took off. The total was, in 52 days, just under $3,000, which is just under $400 a week and $56 per day of expenses, which is too much. Way too much. So that's actually the reason why we're quitting. I would have totally done 90 days, but yeah, even after 90 days, I wouldn't have been able to sustain that unless this was actually like if I got heaps of energy and got a lot more work done and actually raised my income, then it would have been worth it. But my income has not gone up at all. So we need to do that first, I suppose. But the amount of time on this diet that I was able to put towards the app and marketing was almost zero compared to before. I was never recording daily videos though, so that's one difference, but that sort of thing is something that I just had to start, and it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be perfect. You gotta start somewhere, so it's not like that was gonna make me lots of revenue or anything. We're still just a beginner in this. So those are my expenses. The other thing was weight. This is my weight trend. We were 84 kilos in July, at the end of July, 21st. So before I even started the diet, I lost a bit of weight. 1st of August, 82 and a half. So this is after I started the diet. So we're going off 81 as the benchmark. I was fluctuating throughout this month though. So I was probably, like, based on this trend, I would have stayed between 80 and 84. But starting the diet, we lost the carb weight. So we went all the way down to, in the first, so what's that? That's the 5th of August. And then here's the 18th. So 2 weeks, we lost 4 kilos. Or we lost 5 kilos from these two dates. Oh, actually, here we go. This is at the top here. So 3rd of August to 2nd of September, we lost 3.4 kilos. So it started to stabilize. I lost most of it in the first couple weeks. But we kept losing weight. We stabilized around 77. I was there for a while. And this is pretty much marking the end of the carnivore diet here. I did come in at 75 just a couple days ago. So we lost, being around 84, we lost like 9 kilos. And I go through my body fat as well and muscle mass, and we did lose both. Well, yeah, I suppose we lost a bit of fat, but the body fat percentage was still around 14, 15 from being at 16 when I was, bulking on carbs. So it didn't go down as much as I thought it would. I was obviously planning on doing this diet for a lot longer, and I was considering doing no carbs till the end of the year, but that also would have been very expensive. And my goal was 10% body fat, but I'm still gonna, what's that? That's like now. So I wasn't peak strength, but I was a lot stronger before I started carnivore than the end of it. I failed 135 kilos on bench last week. I guess I didn't get that much weaker. But I was pretty consistent in the gym and I wasn't getting stronger. So in 50 days anyway, it didn't really make too much of a difference. I know people say you have to go a lot longer, but I'm just saying what my experience was in this amount of time. I was also sort of using it this time of year as a cut. We can look at some pictures. Now this is 11th of September, so a month and a bit in, so like 30, 40 days in. This will be at 77 kilos, 76 kilos. Some side photos, so we're looking pretty lean. A month in, again, probably a similar body weight, just progress photos really. So this would have been 82, 83 kilos. So this is before the carnivore diet. 82, 83 kilos. Not too much definition there. So at the end of the day, I didn't get the energy and concentration that I wanted. Presumably, I should have had some results after a couple of weeks, or at least 50 days. Given I had none, I thought I'd just pull the plug there and not worry about doing the 90 days. I couldn't afford to keep doing it because I work part-time at the moment so that I can put more time into my app, and there requires payments for the developing of the app because I don't know how to do programming. So I got hit with a bill recently to add a feature that I feel like I needed, and I looked at my bank account and I'm just like, I can't keep doing this. I need to start saving money and putting it towards the app instead of a diet that isn't giving me more energy. So that is why I had to stop all of a sudden, and I couldn't follow through with the 90 days. I wasn't spending right. I wasn't making enough money to help fund the app while on this diet. So priorities, level 100. We're going to keep focusing on that and creating quest lines and giving you guys a good product to help level up in real life. So thanks for watching this video. Don't take this as don't try the carnivore diet. I think everyone should try it. I didn't get like bad sequels on it or anything. I don't think I put myself in any danger. So I reckon everyone should have an open mind and give something a go. I have spoken to a lot of people while on this diet that told me they've done it before for like a few months and they said it worked for them. So most people stop it because they like going out for dinner with their friends and family and it's too restrictive. I didn't really care about how restrictive it was. I eat to be fuel, and my main priority is the business level 100. So it didn't bother me that way. The only thing that bothered me was the cost and not having results. So if you want to have more energy and focus, or if you want to just lose weight, I'd give it a go. I did lose. I'm probably going to put on all the weight that I took off it pretty quick because it was probably carb and water weight. But we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out my channel for some other fun videos. Subscribe if you want to level up in real life and follow my journey, and download level 100 to see that come along as well. We'll level up together. This is a journey we can all take. In 5-10 years, we're all going to be successful and happy and level 100. That's the journey. That's the goal. And we'll also be grateful and happy with what we have while we're leveling up. But who doesn't love a good chase? Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.